So we're headed to Mount Britton.
Historic.
It's a old gold mining town, apparently. Lots of historical things. So the road, we've just passed the grader, so the road, this part obviously hasn't been graded yet, but they had done back further. It's not too bad of a road. We're not getting jerked around at all, really, are we?
No, it's pretty
No. It's not bad.
dirt road.
Don't know what lies ahead though. It looks like we might be going down. Oh my god.
It is.
We're going down?
Wow.
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 Okay. That's not that bad. Are we there yet? Not a very wide road. Oh, corrugation bump.
So obviously we don't have to go to the top. It's obviously
No.
the foot of the mountain.
It does say that on the thing that there's a four-wheel drive that goes up to the bluff, so I'm not sure what that is. We'll find out. We're just saying that we reckon this might be snake country. Well, snake country everywhere, but
More snake country than anywhere else we've been.
yeah. Keep an eye on the dogs. And I reckon if we had another car coming, we'd have to. Wouldn't be too good. It's quite pretty though.
Yeah. Something different rather than bit inland
Pretty.
stuff. Now we're going down again.
We're going down again? Oh yeah, shit, yeah, we're going down. Time to hang on to the Jesus bar.
2.2 kilometres.
Wow. I did read that the campsite area is really flat ground, so
That's good.
yeah. Oops, slow down, Oaks. Corrugation. It's not too bad. It's not like Central Highway, hey Pete?
Nothing's like the Central Highway.
No, that was an experience and a half. Glad we did it though. Wow. Oh,
The crybag.
Diamond's getting scared.
Oh wow.
Oh, shut up. I'm getting hungry too.
It's lunchtime.
We had to go from Lake Elphinstone to Glendon to get potable water for the caravan. So we've kind of had to go up 25 k's to come all the way back down to here. So, but what do? You need potable water, so you've got to go where it is. And that's what we've done. We're turning right here, aren't we?
That's what it says.
Gee, I can really feel the sun burning my legs today.
Gold mine.
Oh, it's a gold mine. Edith Mary Gold Mine.
Go check it out later.
Yeah. It's nice to actually go somewhere where we can actually do something other than sit in a chair and drink beer. Hey, Chop. I was quite good last night. I only had one bottle of
Oh
champagne.
yeah, and then drank all my wine.
I drank 2 glasses of your red wine.
None left.
Oh my god. Who's mad now, huh? Wow. Are we there yet?
Nearly.
Getting quite narrow here now, isn't it? Oh, tree. Wow. Not like Notch Point though, eh? No.
I see some vans and stuff.
Can you? Oh, okay. And what does this one here say? That says that is same.
name.
Edith Mary Mine. Okay. McKay Hotel apparently is out here somewhere. Huh. Obviously the hotel.
Obviously it wasn't.
It's obviously gone.
This town is a caravan over there. So.
Oh, it's quite narrow, isn't it? Oh shit, sorry guys. Hitting the windscreen there. Okay, so it's here on our right. So I'll come down later and I'll read all this out to you, these signs and that.
Where do you want to go, darling?
Probably somewhere where there's shade for the dogs. Okay, so here we are at Mount Britton. There's the van over there, and it has a great deal of history. So this one here was the Mount Britton Hotel, and it says soon after Charles Gibbard built this hotel in 1889, he transferred the lease to his stepson William Henry Nolan. It closed in 1895 and Charles died in 1898, and in 1901 it was sold to James Perry, who leased it to his sister and her husband John Ferris. In 1902 it was moved to Nebo, where it became the Oxford Hotel at Laurel Ford. No, it's care of. Duh. This is the Diggers Arms Hotel, and this says here that Dan Nolan and his wife Marianne owned the London Tavern in Nebo when gold was discovered at Mount Britton. He was a partner in one of the first claims pegged in February 1881, but in April he applied for a hotel licence and built the Diggers Arms Hotel. On this site, 3 of his children remained in Nebo to attend school. Dan died in 1884, but his widow carried on the business herself, assisted by the children, until she married Charles Gibbard in 1887. He built a fine hotel of red cedar in 1889 to replace the Diggers Arm. The timber was pit sawn in the mountains and brought 4 kilometres by horse sled. The new establishment was named the Mount Britton Hotel. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a picture of it there. So, and then down that track there, it actually says that you can't go in there because it's got a private property. And I met the guy a couple of days ago, and he's actually a prospector, and he's got a claim up there. Nice enough guy. Okay, so just coming down here, apparently was the Post and Telegraph Office, and a postal service was established early in the rush, but it was 1883 before a telegraph line was constructed from Nebo. This substantial weatherboard office was constructed, but it closed in 1887 when the telegraph service was withdrawn. The police used the building until 1891, after which the Mills family moved in for a while. A bad little building. I don't know if you can see it. A bit closer. So, and there's the toilet over there. Apparently up the hill there's a lookout, so I'll go up there after. And there's only one caravan left here now. There was 3 with us and one that came in late last night, so that's 4. Big fig tree. So that fig tree is 137 years old, and it was planted when the first white child was born. A bit racist, I know, but still. Okay, so this is Racket and Mills Photographic Studio. Have a look at the tent at the side there. So the Queensland Photography Company built their bark and stapling studio on the site early in 1881. In May 1882, Reverend Albert McLaren conducted a well-attended church service in the building, after which a meeting was held to promote the acquisition of a provisional school. The studio was later converted to living quarters for the Mills family. There's also an apiary. So Racket and Mills obviously had over 60 beehives, which they kept in 3 sheds at the rear of their property. Mills honey became well known throughout the region. They also had goats, fowls, extensive vegetable garden and fruit trees and kept these at this location after they moved to a different place of residence in 1891. Cyclone Eline caused extensive damage in 1898. Why do they always name cyclones after females? That's just not right. Okay, so this is the Mills cottage. Shot there. When John Henry Mills married Mary Ann Louisa Racket. Oh, the Ricketts certainly were known around here. In October 1882, the photographer studio, Wright, became the residence. Another building was provided left, and Albert Racket had a humpy at the rear. They lived at this location until 1891. The fig tree was planted on the day that their first child, Albert Mount Britton Mills, was born. Well, there you go. If you have a look all around, it's very scrubbery, so they must have moved a lot of it.
You like that? He's crook at the moment. Is he? Yeah, they reckon he's got the corona, but he doesn't.
So this is the fig tree. I was saying it's 137 years old. It's quite pretty actually. And the plaque here says, an exciting event occurred at Mount Britton on the 30th of September 1883 when the birth of the first child, white child, might add, Albert Mount Britton, Bert Mills. To mark this event, his father, John Henry Mills, planted this fig tree in the garden. Please do not desecrate this tree. Why would anyone want to hurt a tree? Oh well. There's a park bench, and actually that tap over there, the local guy was telling me that it's they've got a bore here. So, and the trough, I don't know what the trough's for, because there's definitely no cows around here. There is cows further down. Okay. It's a bit like Peter there. Says on that there's a, so well, obviously somebody's had a fire in here. So this is old shed barn. Oh, there's magazines here. Oh, and there's a signing book, so people can sign the book. Someone's left their plates, potato peeler, Foster's cans and glasses. Whoa, a bit scary. Another little lean-to. So this sign here said that this, okay, so that shed was the public hall and school of arts. John Henry Mills became a president of the Progress Association and secretary treasurer of the public hall, which was built by the public subscription in 1882. When a stage was added, it became the School of Arts and was used for amateur concerts and church services. It also became the school. Teachers included Mary Williams and Agnes Birmingham. This looks like it's on a little bit of a lean-to. So this is Behold These Mountains. So at the back there, apparently, which one is that? I reckon it's that one over there. That is Marling Spike. The explorer William Landsberg in 1856 named it Mount Britton after his sailor companion James Britton in the first mountain rising from the plain. As you travel towards the town site, and although the town took the name of this mountain, it cannot be seen from the town site. The three prominent spears of rock south of the town site, which is those ones up there, was soon abbreviated to the Marling Spikes. A marling spike is a tool used by sailors for splicing rope. Oh, okay. He's got a one of them. It was his dad's. The massive castle-like rock to the east of the town site was sheer cliffs on every side. It's called Sydney Heads for its obvious resemblance to the cliffs guarding Sydney Harbour, which I suppose is that one. I dare say that one, maybe. Okay, so that's Marling Spikes there that you can see, and then the bluff Pete's going to take a drone shot of it a bit later. I think he's waiting for the sun to come, some light, I don't know, whatever he does. So the bluff is a great massive solid rock situated below and separated from the diamond cliffs. The bluff stands like a sentinel to the north of the town site. The long line of cliffs to the north of the town site was so named because of a sparkling star-like diamond. Oh, diamonds, there you go, diamond. Embedded in the rock about 40 feet below the summit of an 800 feet high cliff. It shone most brightly an hour before noon. In the early 1880s, young Horace Torrington tied a rope to a tree and climbed down it and hand over hand for a closer investigation. His hands being fully occupied in holding on, he could do nothing but observe the peculiar thing, and reported that it was pretty bright with a partially discoloured incrustation over it. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, that's the town site. That's the, oh, look at the fig tree, not very big there. The Sydney Cliff heads, marling spikes, and Mount Britton, which is that one over there. Okay, moving on. This is a stamper camshaft. I have to put my glasses on for this one. This is a camshaft from a 10-head stamper originally from the Mount Morgan gold mines. Only 5 head stampers were used at Mount Britton. Notice how the 10 heads camshaft is actually made by joining 2 5-head camshafts together. Oh, I see. So there, that's where they're talking about the join. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going to next? Oh, I have to take my glasses off because I can't even see. These are old air compressor tanks, and they were used for underground drilling, and along with all other equipment displayed are over 100 years old. The 4 stamper stems and guides were connected to a stamper camshaft, which raised and dropped them in a mortar box to crush the ore. Oh, okay, interesting. Now I'm going to head over here. This is a fine grinding machine. This machine was used to grind sulphur type ores to a very fine powder by the circular movement of the 2 large flat stones. Okay, I can see. The powdered ore mixed with water and cyanide to form a fine slurry was extruded through the mesh on the side into a sluice box or a amalgam plate where mercury was used to trap the gold. The use of fiberglass mats has largely replaced the use of highly toxic mercury and cyanide. I can hardly see it because it's all crinkled. So it was the powdered ore mixed with water and cyanide to form a fine slurry. So there you go. So that's that there, and I dare guess that that's what they're talking about there. Interesting. They really had it tough, didn't they? An ore trolley, and the ore trolley, also known as the skip, was loaded with ore by the bogger, and running on tram lines, it carried the ore outside the mine. The ore was tipped out of the skip and into a bollock wagon for transport to the Sabbath Battery south of the township in 1880. Later, Mount Britton Mining Co. had a stamper just outside the Wanderer mine, and ore was emptied from the skip into a hopper which fed it into the stamper. Okay. This is a bogger. That's that part there. The air-operated bogger ran on tram lines deep underground and was used to get to the work face after blasting. With its shoveled nose bucket at the front, it scooped up the ore, and then raising the shovel, it flipped the content backwards behind it into an ore trolley. So that's that there. So the hopper was situated upright above the stamper and filled with ore. It fed the ore from the small opening and its base into the stomper to be crushed. got a picture, but I don't think you're really going to kind of see it. Mount Britton Battery, before it was dismantled, the stamper still stands. So that's that. This is Big Wheel. And this is an Imperial engine. The old Imperial Super Diesel engine and flue, which is that there, came from Inverell and was bought to drive the stamper at the historic Edith Mary mine and as a working tourist display. However, it has never done so, as its working days are over. Well, there you go. I think I did that one. Alright, so I'm heading over to that big board over there. Picture of the gold panning in Oakey Creek, Mount Britton, which is the creek behind us, and I can tell you now, there's no water in it. So, who found gold first? Gold in Oakey Creek was shown to James Heenan by an Aboriginal stockman. Heenan told Ward while fencing together at Homebush in January 1881. Ward left Heenan to go to Mackay, however you say it, but returned to Nebo and told McFadzean. Ward and McFadzean then searched the area, but unable to find the gold, told Orange, an experienced prospector. This is a lot of wording.
Yeah, I know.
Orange and Ward found Hernan's digging in Oakey Creek. They followed it upstream until they came to a nuggety gully where they staked a claim on Saturday, February the 12th, 1881. On Sunday, Ward and Orange returned to Nebo to report the find. Ward secretly met with McFadzean to organise a jumping party of 4, including themselves. The other 2 members set out Nuggety Gully before midnight. McFadzean stayed in Nebo to report the mining warden on Monday that they had found gold and applied for miners' right for the 4 members of the party. On Tuesday, Ward and Orange returned to their claim with supplies to find it being worked by the jumping party, which Ward now joined, leaving Orange abandoned. Shortly after this, Ward vanished without a trace. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. And his gold, I bet that fucking disappeared. And a dispute as to who deserves the reward for finding payable gold was eventually settled in Orange's favour. Cheated out of the reward to finding gold, Hernan moved on and was later reported to have found gold in a location which he kept secret. I can't quite read that because it's starting to fade a bit, isn't it? I have to go a bit. So a gold rush along Oakley Creek below the Diamond Cliffs in 1881 soon resulted in a township of bark and sapling buildings. Of the 6 hotels in Mount Britton, at this time were mostly bark and staple structures, except for Alexander Smith's Mount Britton's Hotel, which is that one there. Which had hardwood frame and flooring and both flat and corrugated galvanised iron for roof and walls. Between this hotel and the Leo Hotel further up the street is a vacant block opposite Mill's house, which by December 1883 supported a sturdy hardwood weatherboard posting telegraph office. Let's see, beyond the horseman leading his pack is John Henry Mills wearing his pith helmet. Oh, I can't see it. Oh yeah, there he is at the back there. Right, I think that's who they're talking about. Smoking his pipe and talking to a neighbour outside his home. Yes, so that's him there. Right there. While his wife Polly looks on from the doorway, further down the street is Gibson's store on the corner. Gibson himself is delivering a crate of freshly baked bread. There. That's him there with the bread. And he's waylaid by another man outside the hotel as they are having a conversation. conversation. In this painting there's quite a bit of community interaction. What are they discussing? Perhaps the latest community meeting regarding the state of the roads or the mines. And as a result, gold escorted of 1,000 ounces to 700 ounces of gold to Mackay. The numerous happenings, mishaps up in the reef mines, or even the latest community concert in the new town hall. Okay, hotel, Leo Hotel. I don't like that so many fucking hotels. Oh, shouldn't swear. Okay, two left. Am I going to make it? Okay, this is the doctor's cottage, and that's an old German Dr. C.O. Hant built a cottage early in the rush next to the Royal Main Hotel. He remained on the field for over a year looking after the miners. Many of them took advantage of his good nature and never paid him for his services. 3 Italian scoundrels jumped his prospecting claim, which distressed him greatly. Poor bugger. God, they had it tough. One more. This is the Royal Mail Hotel. Oh God, don't look too good. This hotel was built by Henry Stearman on the eastern side of the main street in his vicinity. It was the second to open after the Diggers Arm. A hotel licence was issued in July 1881, followed by a bagatelle licence in August. Okay, so it's 9 balls, so it's a queue, so it's a pool table. Hey, huh? Okay, and that's it.
Okay, so we're going for a bit of a drive today from Mount Britton. Guess what? Diamond's driving. Yay! So in other words, it's going to be like a 5-hour drive for 3 kilometres, so I don't think I've got enough memory card. Okay.
Fuck up, cunt.
Don't say that.
Well, you swear all the time.
Yeah. Wow, nearly wiped the car out. Well, alright, we're heading out. We're going to Edith Mary Mine.
It's not Edith, I'm sure it's Mary.
Edith Mary. Let's have a look at the sign, because you're going to turn right here.
No, there's another one up further.
Yeah, you're just going the wrong one. That's the Mackay Hotel. Mackay Hotel. Yeah, sure, mate. This hotel and store was built by William Landells, who had previously owned the ship in Mackay. He sold out early in 1880, putting up a sign reading "Dufford out." James O'Toole took over, and soon afterwards one of his customers died from overconsumption of alcohol.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
Harold Finch Hatton, who conducted the inquest, reprimanded him. O'Toole kept it open until 1888. So you can kill people with alcohol, but it's okay.
But hang on a sec, go back. It reads, one of his customers named Peter Oakley died from overconsumption of alcohol.
It did not.
It does. It says Peter Oakley.
Bullshit. So what is it? Edith Mary.
I need to
let's have a look.
I need.
Quick.
It's yeah.
Hurry, Shiver.
Yeah, it's Edith Mary.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Edith Mary. Did you hear
That's
that?
the cemetery.
All right.
So we want to go to the cemetery first?
No, yeah, let's go to the cemetery. See who's up there. I might be able to join him, son. All right.
I'm driving slow. Whoa.
Oh my God, chopper! I'm gonna die. So Diamond's Drive and Donald Duck.
I wonder where the track on that.
You can't tell directions?
Yeah, cemetery says, where is it said over 260 souls rest in peace? Only 2 marked graves remain.
Gee, that's not very good, is it?
Yeah. So we go up here?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, I don't like the look of the track.
Oh my God, it's just a couple of ruts. Don't go on that big. It won't matter if you do, you have a full
I'm not going
This
in
car
the
is
ruck.
quite capable. I don't think GoPro. Oh dear.
Write that one in, hey GoPro.
Yeah, you might have to. Oh dear.
Peter was just saying that the car's capable, and I said, yeah, Peter wasn't capable.
Oh yeah.
And Joanna.
I'll just get out and read it for you, so have a quick look. Oh!
Hey, George Condom.
George Condom, yeah, that's good. Alright. So it says cemetery. The first people buried here were John Duff and Johann Michael Vogel in July and August 1881. Others were George Condon, Edward Jackson and William Ford, 1882. Eliza McLean and a female infant Hobson, 1883. Ernest Mills, 1886. And my ride is going over the cliff. Oh my God. Sarah O'Toole, 1890. Susan Standish, 1898. And Albert Racket, 1905. The cast iron fence surrounds the graves of Ernest Mills and Albert Racket, sorry. And this is thanks to Lyle Ford, who was a descendant of these people, and he's written a book, and he's a historian for this area. Good on you. So, my ride's coming back. Thank God for that. I do not know what this means. It'd be just all over the place, I expect.
It's only a year old.
What do you mean a year old?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a baby. 1 year old. Well.
No, it was 8 months old.
Albert Racket, born 1st of August 1829 at Boston, Lincolnshire, England, died the 24th of March 1905. So it's not a bad innings. So that's 74 years for that guy.
That's not bad.
Not bad for back then.
That poor little baby didn't make it.
Oh wow. Bye bye. Ow! Fuck! All over the place in unmarked graves. This one belongs to Susan Standish, born 1834, died 1898. So it's at 52 years around about. No, it's age 64 years. 64 or 62, I can't read it. So this is where she's buried. It's a nice place though to get buried, I suppose. Okay, back to my ride.
Really?
Really beat her. Really beat her. I don't know how far this is. It's pretty smooth right at the moment. I'll feed you in later if it gets a bit worse. Okay, so we finally made it up to the site.
I think this is it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't know where the dog's gone. It's in front of the car.
There's a few old bits. As you'll see in the second front end loader.
What's happened to its eye?
Don't know. I got bitten by a snake and I poked out by a miner. Front loader. Because they're miners. You know?
Surely this is not the mine.
This is a mine. Yep. There's the sign over there for it. Where all the buildings are. Alright. Yeah, Edith Mary Prospecting Claim. This reef was discovered by Racket Mills and named after Albert Racket's daughter. Taken to England after her mother died, it produced some excellent specimens and the partners received a magnificent certificate for their entry in London's 1886 Colonial and Indian exhibition. The gully was named Parsons Gully after an 1882 visit by Reverend Albert McLaren. And here's part of the stuff.
I'm not going to read that one, are you?
So here's some of the old stuff that they used to do, percussion and stuff. That was it. That's Mary Edith.
What the hell was that?
But now, and that was it.
Oh,
Okay, so we've come to the end of this track. Sabbath Battery. Harold Finch Hatton ordered a 10-head battery in July 1881. It arrived at Mackay in December, but was damaged at the wharf and some castings had to be reordered from Melbourne. The boiler was transported by bullock wagon in sections and riveted together on site. William Holloman supervised the erection and the battery was finally commissioned in June 1882. It was capable of crushing 100 tonnes of stone per week. Each of the stampers weighed 800 weight. The engine from the Langlands Foundry, Melbourne, was horizontal, high pressure with a 14.5-inch cylinder, 3 feet stroke and link motion, fitted with a tangy pump to supply water from the creek. The shed, with its galvanised iron roof, measured 46 feet by 42 feet. I don't think you can see any of that here. Okay, so Crybaby won't drive the car down here, so I have to have a look. I bet you it's piss weak as well. Oh wow, oh wow, I can't take my car down there. Oh fuck, maybe she's right. Maybe she's not a crybaby at all. Nah, you can't go down there. Well, you can, but fuck, whether you get up again or not, I don't know. Yeah. It's a creek bed crossing. That's, oh no, you could do it. It's not that bad. It looks worse from the top. Yeah, you could do it. And then out there. But I don't know if we want to. I know Crybaby won't try it. Alright. 4-wheel driving again. Diamond's at it. Oh. We're going to go through the creek bed in a second. It's pretty tame. Oh, she's actually going faster than I thought she'd go. Well, she's getting wipes out, isn't it?
There's the creek. Oh, pretty.
Flutterby. A flutterby.
Flutterby.
Yeah. I was taking it down here, so
everywhere. What are you taking me down here for?
Go. So I'm taking a good picture of the bluff.
Better be fucking worthwhile.
And you'll be able to see the mining shacks.
Oh, what? If they look anything like those ones back there, I don't think I'd want to see them.
Yeah, they're exactly like that.
Oh, who can they live like that? For a bit of gold. Some people like to dig holes and live like shit. Well, you can get out there and dig a hole and find me some gold.
Oh, I can find a hole. I've got one near me.
You're not capable.
I am. Oh, look.
What?
See the bluff? It's a better picture of it down here. See, there's the first house and caravans and stuff there.
Oh, I'm getting a headache.
Not drinking enough, that's what it is. Not enough alcohol in your system. Probably withdrawals, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't believe you went that far through that little rut.
Rut?
You're a bit of a crybaby. And this is how you live when you want to mine.
No, thank you. Oh, it's not rock.
So it says no entry and all that. Make it try to sound like a road. Talking about the property. There's the bluff there, right?
Broken.
Oh, I'm going to get that picture. Where is it? It's just a bit further up, I reckon. Where is it?
No way, mate, you'd ever get me to live like that. No.
I like it.
It wouldn't happen.
Keep going.
No, that's bullshit. No one lives like
I think it might be just up here, where that yellow marker is.
How do I go back?
You just turn around. It's not hard.
So
Just slowly, just come here. Keep going. I've seen a fucking pictures back there.
What's the warning for?
So you can't go down there. It's the same bullshit as the other side.
So how do I turn around?
I drove right down to the bottom. Keep going.
Why?
Just keep to turn around.
Why? Where does it go?
It goes down further. Keep going.
I am. What if another car comes?
Well, then you got to worry about that one. Someone's got to go backwards. Slow down.
Oh my God.
Slow down.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, slow down. Keep going.
You don't
Keep
slow
going.
down.
Keep going. No, that's not it. Keep going.
I don't think you're going to get it.
There is one clear shot. I've seen it. I reckon it's back there. It might be here in this corner. Oh, running out of ammo. Alright, we're heading back. Been as far as we can go. Diamond's done a really good job.
I think we can go further, but there's the 3 peaks together. Get out. There's 3
Oh, yeah,
peaks.
now wait. No, that's not it.